This is going to add 200 employees. This is going to add 80. So we'll just see how adding a massive carceral and surveillance state boosts my unemployment. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Simper Wi-Fi Play City Skylines. In the last episode, I built this McLean island style industrial island that is apparently flooding. The first thing I want to do is to apologize for the sound quality of the last episode. I chalk it up to I went to a party in the basement of one of my friend's apartment complexes a couple weeks ago. I went to a party in this basement, and I and a friend discovered that there was a secret compartment behind a bunch of books on the bookshelf, and so we opened it up and looked back there, and it was kind of used. It was an unfinished room, I think, used for storage. And since then I've had a bunch of kind of like bad omens, and keep seeing this guy in a green hat kind of popping up around street corners and that kind of thing. So I think that had something to do with it. So hopefully this time will be better. We've got a few traffic sim issues, I think, even though, as you can see, there's really not traffic problems in the city. And there's plenty of healthcare coverage and death care coverage and fire coverage, and still have periodic problems with that. So hopefully the traffic sim kind of gets worked out in a patch at some point. Here's a little traffic there. Probably an issue of too many crosswalks.
Should also be turned off in many situations. Snap to cell length is often
necessary.
Okay,
well, I'll fix that up.
90 degrees is almost always necessary.
So, as I kind of alluded to last time, if I didn't end up deleting that part of my monologue or whatever voiceover, is I want to rebuild
in shadowed forests
on ramp here, first order of business, and then there's a little mini kind of build I want to do after that. But the first order of business is to go ahead and fix this on ramp, so we can go ahead and pause it. I want to have this all forced to ground and do a little bit of switchbacking rather than have this kind of grandiose structure. So let's delete back to maybe there. And the way I like to do, I'm kind of the gradient police, so to speak. The way I like to do this is to find a gradient I like and kind of hit that spot. So if we do that, and then sort of let's see what the gradient is going to give us. For rail, as everyone says, because we've all Googled the same thing, rail you don't want to be above about 3%. I think for a highway road, probably like 5 is reasonable. So we will actually back that back a little bit and try to keep it to about 5 or so. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's fine. So there, 5.6, we can deal with that. And then the 163, and that was 70, so about 7 meters maybe this way. 8. Yeah. So we will come up like that.
Beneath the silver glow of moonlit skies, the chupacabra roams with gentle tread. No hunger drives the kindness in its eyes.
Now what we're going to do, you guessed
nor
it.
thirst for blood, but friendship instead. Its jagged spines once meant to stoke dismay, now glimmer soft like dew upon the grass. It greets the night with laughter, not dismay, and lets the terrors of its legend pass. Where farmers feared their flocks might disappear, now trails of joy and wonder mark its path. The ghosts unscathed draw closer without fear.
Shallower than
Let peace to
the less
replace his
steep one I
long
would have
forgotten
liked, but that's
rod.
okay. And then I
A
think
friendly beast beneath the starlit dome, the chupacabra turns the wilds to home.
these tools are like almost there. Yeah, works for me. And then we'll maybe have it turn and go like that. Yeah. So let's maybe just float from like here. Save. I want to thank everybody for sticking with me to this point. I've had more than a dozen views on the last video, which is just very inspiring.
Here are some questions. Who built this city? Whose road is this?
I wonder if
Where is my building?
continuous
Who is building my
constant
streets?
slope, rather.
Where is my zoning toolkit? These have been some questions.
Okay, cool. Don't want key. And let's look to here from here, so we can smooth out the terrain. Sorry if you hear kind of some funny noises as the window open and the dog won't stop chewing on a golden type toy treat situation. Okay. So yeah, I think that is a little less
The sun was sinking fast as I wandered deeper into the
ridiculous.
labyrinth of jagged
I mean,
spires
the other
and
thing I could have done is
in
do
Badlands
a
National
big
Park.
swoop here
What
and
had
go
started as a
straight
simple
down.
hike turned into a
But
desperate
I think
attempt to
this
retrace
kind
my
of is
steps.
working with natural
The
contours
trails
of the
were
hill
gone, swallowed by
a little more naturally, and so
and the wind carried an eerie howl that made the hairs
Okay.
on my arms stand on end.
a little,
As night descended,
hilly, but
the
I
barren
think
landscape seemed alive.
fine.
The strange shapes of the
Okay, cool.
twisting
So
into
that's part of one
ghastly
of the
figures. My flashlight
episode
flickered and died,
part
leaving me alone
two.
with something else.
I'm gonna use this
A whisper,
new development
faint
here.
and mournful.
What we
toward
need
me.
in this city
I
more than
froze,
anything,
my
even though
chest tightening.
this college
As the
over
sound
here
grew
is
louder.
full.
A keening wail that pierced the
I
night
have
and
one
filled me with
right
both
here
dread and
that's
longing.
very far from
Before I
full,
could think to
so
run, a figure
I
emerged
think
from the
just-
dark, pale and
just sort of,
ethereal.
and neither of them have operating districts.
Her eyes
So,
shimmering like distant
if
stars.
anything,
A banshee.
I will come in and maybe
Her
put
presence should have been a harbinger of doom, but instead she knelt beside
another
me.
college in
Her touch
both
is
and
cool
Bowmore.
and as soft as mist.
But this
Without a word, she lifted me
Haven College has
effortlessly
plenty
into
of
her
capacity.
arms,
I guess I
Her
could
song now
extend the
soothing,
metro
like a lullaby.
over to here, but
She carried me through the
Um,
treacherous terrain. Her movements swift and
yeah,
sure.
it's something to consider. I didn't want to
until the
extend the
distant
metro
glow
all the
of
way
my
to Boone
campsite
Haven.
came into view.
The thing.
As she
So,
set me down, her mournful eyes met mine
You know,
one last
something I
time,
guess we can keep in
and
mind.
then she vanished,
Now,
leaving me to
since we're
wonder
not
if
doing
I'd been
a
saved by fate,
college here, what I have in
or
mind
by the
for
mercy
this
of
is
something
so
far older
I don't have the
and
prison
wilder
or
than I
the
could
CIA.
comprehend.
So that's what we're going to do with that. We got to unlock them, no problem. Plenty of development points. Let's grab the prison and the CIA, and we're going to call this classified zone. No, top secret. So the prison will fill up a big chunk of this, and the CIA will fill up another big chunk of this. We'll just have parking in between. Then we'll have parking in between, and I'll flash up a picture of the CIA. While I'm talking about this from Google Earth, it's something that's kind of a local of the DC area. You drive past all the time, and everybody kind of, you know where it is. It's kind of like you're on a freeway, and it's kind of behind the woods,
Silver glow of moonlit skies.
and you can't really see
Chupacabra
it,
roams with gentle tread.
from the road.
No hunger drives the kindness
But
in its eyes.
anyway, so these are both going to go here,
Friendship instead.
and I want to create
Jagged spines once
another
stoked
connection
dismay.
between
now glimmer soft like
this,
dew upon the grass.
This arterial
It greets
here,
the night with laughter, not
and
dismay,
this one,
and
will
lets
probably
the
just
terrors
kind
of
of
this
cut through the
legend
woods
pass,
like that.
where farmers and their
And
flocks might
I think
disappear.
that should be good.
Now
Maybe
trails
for
of joy
sided
and wonder
trucks
mark
here.
its path.
We'll keep this
The
highway
ghosts, unscathed, draw closer
like it's
without
adding
fear,
one more lane,
as
but other than
peace
that,
replaces
it's highway.
long-forgotten wrath.
Free-flowing.
A friendly
And then
beast
this
beneath
farm
the
road can
starlit
also
dome.
kind of
The chupacabra
come off
turns
from
the
that
wild
material.
to home.
Just trying to think where. Probably come in from this contour line. Go straight a bit. And maybe do this segment first. And then it's not like that. That's okay. I don't care. Okay. So, coming back to that.
The shadow, once betrayed, now it's
Get that in there.
Beware of
There's our arterials do straight slope just to get it. Okay. So yeah, that works for me there. Honestly, and there's going to be, like I said, like woods and parking lots all around this. Okay, so let's grab our CIA. That'll fit kind of perfectly in this little carved out section I've created. And prison. I'm gonna go there. And the prison, just take this through here. Maybe that, and then curve that. And there we go. Perfect. That's the basic structure. Nice thing about being this far progressed in the game in terms of money is that you can actually just pay to move things instead of relying on movement. Move it and then it breaks and that kind of thing. Let's go.
I'd like to apologize for the sound quality of the last video. I recently attended a party in the basement of a friend's apartment building. While there, I discovered a secret room behind the panel of a bookshelf. Ever since opening this portal, I've been visited by numerous nightmares. I keep seeing a man in a green cap. I've been howling at the
Okay. Ready to alley. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why it's making those beeping noises, but sure. So we've got do like this. And then maybe that. I think it's probably preferable. Excuse me. Then
the sun was sinking fast as I wandered deeper into
and the only reason I'm doing that is
jagged
just because we're
spires
going to
and
have
shifting shadows in
a lot more
Badlands
parking.
National Park. What had started as a simple hike
Yeah,
turned
I
into a desperate
think
attempt to retrace my steps.
what I want to
The
do
trails
is
were gone,
through with
swallowed by crumbling rock, and the wind
Yeah,
carried
the-
an eerie howl that made the hairs on my arms stand on end. As night descended, the barren landscape seemed alive, the strange shapes of the hoodoos twisting into ghastly figures.
maybe to
My
there.
flashlight flickered in dark,
Excuse
leaving
me.
me alone with something else. A whisper, faint and
Works for
mournful,
me, and then just
drifted
a
toward me.
regular
I
alleyway.
froze, my chest tightening, as the sound
Connect
grew
all this
louder.
up.
A keening wail that pierced the night and filled me with both dread and longing.
Cool.
Before I could think to run, a figure emerged from the dark, pale and ethereal,
Kind of a lot of green space in between, but that's
her
okay.
eyes shimmering like distant
Just go ahead
stars.
and get
A
our
banshee.
need a
Her
name
presence
for
should have been a harbinger of
prison
doom,
that's bad.
but instead she knelt beside me.
But I like
Her
I
touch
like
is
Dodge,
cool and
so
as
maybe
soft as mist. Without a word, she lifted me effortlessly into her arms,
bad.
her song now soothing, like a lullaby.
And then
She carried me through the
here,
treacherous terrain, her movements swift and sure, until the distant glow of my campsite came into view.
the long one.
As she set me down, her mournful eyes met mine one last time, and then she vanished, leaving me to wonder if I'd been saved by fate, or by the mercy of something far older and wilder than I could comprehend.
And then over here, maybe these will be kind of cultivated areas for employees to come hang out, that kind of thing. For the CIA and the prison guards to get together and talk about messing up people's lives or whatever. Whatever it is they do. Alright. Cool. And we'll get these wild and crazy guys and gazebos to hang out in. Maybe a couple park benches. Guards in the CIA have some more amenities. Very important to do that. We gotta keep them happy. We need them to stay on our side. Central Intelligence Bureau. Oh, come on. We all know what it is. Alright. That's good there, and then we just smooth this out. Vegetation's gonna take care of a lot of that.
In shadowed forests,
Yeah, I could have gone like
Sasquatch roams with vengeful
full
steps.
hog with the
Silence breaks
parking,
tracks deep in
and
the
added
soil.
it all over and
The
it was
warning
elaborate
etched in the
road.
earth. Sasquatch leaves its mark.
But I just saw it.
Moonlight flees the
That
beast.
long road back.
Eyes like embers burning.
But there's parking in the assets, and in fact, and especially when you look at the CIA building, there's a lot of parking around it. So, in my opinion, no need to go totally crazy with it. Can't have a good CIA without a couple of bushes. That's a George Bush joke. It makes sense. Just go with it. Alright, now a few more bushes of that nature. Let's get back into this. Excuse me. Let's maybe just put some planters. Very nice. And this guy I might bring off from this other pre-existing intersection. Okay, very nice. I tell you, the road tools in Cities 2 were just so improved from Cities 1. Okay, so,
I had a professor in undergrad who
driving
was a
through
strange
here.
and kind man. Later in his career, but with youthful energy. He was light
and wore generally monochrome, somewhat baggy casual outfits. He came into the big lecture hall on his first day dressed, I think, in a navy pants and a navy crewneck shirt.
There's our
And without saying
screenshot
anything
for
else,
today.
strode from the rear of the large lecture hall as the bulk of students attended.
So,
Settled down
Islay.
and
This is going to add 200 employees.
After doing so, he asked us if we'd gotten
80.
a look at him, informed our first impressions.
So we'll just see how much,
In time, I looked past them,
how adding a massive carceral and surveillance state boosts my unemployment, or improves my unemployment numbers. Got it. It's like a weight gym, a basketball court, soccer. That's nice. With the new update now, we can see actual prison vans out there, so that's nice. I don't think we need, I bet a lot of these people parking are just from nearby neighborhoods. I don't think we need traffic lights. Yeah, add them back if you need them. They added traffic accidents into cities too, but they're still not super, I don't know if I'd want the game to become super realistic when it comes to traffic accidents anyway. That's a little better. Cool. Yeah, I think that is about what I wanted to do. Now we've added a top secret zone. I guess it does need some services.
The Kushtaka
Yeah, see, that has no district sign, so
a shadow
that's
of
your
the
sheet.
shadow of the night.
Oh, by the way,
Once betrayed, now it's fury.
the crematorium asset I put in my little Guna Haven
Through the mist,
City Services District Administrative District.
Kushtaka.
Fits the bill really well. It's kind of got the neo-classical column vibe going. It pollutes a little bit, but like I said, I have turned down pollution in this game. The kind of dubious stuff they're getting up to in here, it's okay, because unemployment's lower. And I think that will do it. We still have a flooding issue here, which is frustrating. Don't really get what the problem is. But we'll just kind of bump that up. I hope that fixes it. Oops. Alright. Now that road's a little higher, but I think in the long run it's for the best. Hopefully all that water will just run off. Look, on Pete Island, you're not living the new Islay dream over here. This is a rough and tumble industrial area, and then we also did this, which is just a pretty simple little switchback off ramp. Kind of wish they had guardrails on these. You can kind of fake it by
I'd like to apologize for the sound quality of
adding
the
in a
last video.
key.
I recently attended a party in the basement of a friend's apartment building. While there,
Yeah.
I discovered a secret room behind the panel of a bookshelf. Ever since opening this portal, I've been visited by numerous
But yeah,
friends.
so
I
that
keep seeing
is
a man in a green cap. I've been
that
howling
is
at the moon.
that. The next episode, hopefully this will be. This is one of those things that I didn't have any problems with while I was building it, even after. Anyway, the next episode hopefully can be adding in some kind of reservoir dam. Over on this side, dogs back in the left, FYI. There's pollution, ground pollution. Yeah, it's slowly slowly getting better. I guess I could fast forward through it off screen. More residential neighborhoods out here in West Lefroy, and then that dam system, maybe some kind of irrigation system. It's pretty flat land over here. Can kind of build something there. And then I want to build one more major suburb, maybe partially downhill here and partially up on top of the bluff over there. But I think that'll about do it for this episode, so we will catch you next time and enjoy the new year, I guess. I don't know, then again, I don't really care.